In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey, good evening, good afternoon. I don't know when we switch from good afternoon to good evening, so I'm going to go good evening because it's kind of dark outside. It feels like fall. I went with the hoodie again. I know I only have a few more days of the year to do this, so that's what we're doing. Toledo Bend looking pretty nice, a little windy out there. Still some breeze out there, about 15-mile-per-hour gusts showing up, but it doesn't look like we are going to see anything terribly disruptive here. All right, starting the recording. Good evening once again. Let's go ahead and take a look at Alexandria. We have the clouds going out there. Looks kind of fun out there. Anyway, it's cloudy. We've gotten the rain out of here. Had over 3 inches of rain at the airport. It was loud even after the severe threat went away yesterday evening. And I think we are going to see no more rain for the week. Nothing significant, at least. But the flooding becomes an issue. I'm going to show you all these flood warnings in just a second. For tonight, this is how close we are to frost and freeze advisories out around Dallas, Waco, down to Milam County, Texas. So it is going to get quite chilly. I think we're in the 40s. I think we're safe from the freeze around here. The severe threat has pushed on toward the east. Looks like there is at least one confirmed tornado out there in Georgia, but that has since gone away. Look at these totals. Now, down here, this is a big deal. Up that way, where we have terrain that is a little more rocky, or a lot more rocky, and you have more steep terrain and more cities and things like that, the water has nowhere to go. So this is all going to end up flowing downstream. We have a wide swath of 6 or more in the pink. Some of these areas, Little Rock 12.3, some areas up into Kentucky showing some estimates over 15 inches. Too much rainfall. It's got to go somewhere, and here's where it's going to go, all toward the south. Look at these flood warnings. I mean, this is just covering every river basin from St. Louis to Columbus down to Memphis, and then this all flows down. This is why we have flood warnings now in place along the Mississippi River and in those backwater regions where we're going to see that water kind of backflow out into areas like Saline and Larto. I still don't fully know on Rogully how bad it's going to be. My friend on National Weather Service, he's the hydrologist. This is what he does for a living. This is his specialty. I'm talking to him, and we're going to he's going to figure it out, and I'm going to communicate that to you as best as I can, because while I am good at what I do on the weather side of things and getting you through severe weather, I'm not perfect when it comes to hydrology. It's not my discipline. So I will defer to the smarter people, which usually there's a few of them in the room if I'm in there. So 56 degrees, the temperature right now, temperatures have been falling, 21 degrees cooler than yesterday at this time, 25 degrees cooler in Faraday. Remember how humid and nasty it was? And you can see where that cold front was at that point, and that thing just kind of trudged on through the area. Not a lot of severe weather reports that I've seen here. My camera at Toledo Bend showed 72-mile-per-hour wind, but I think it had a glitch. I looked back, and it did not look like we had that. But there's your northwesterly flow, 10 to 15 miles per hour. It is going to continue over the next couple of days and keep us kind of chilly. Here's the planner for the evening. If you're going out for a late night, Sunday night party time, 54 degrees, cloudy skies at midnight. We're going to keep it pretty much cloudy. And really, I did put one pause in here. I was going to let it roll through the next week and just show you there was nothing. On Thursday, it's possible we get a sprinkle out of this. That's pretty much it. Maybe a sprinkle tomorrow, maybe a sprinkle Thursday. Any plans for Palm Sunday activities, things like that this weekend at church? If you're going to have, I don't know, if maybe you're going to do the Easter egg hunt early or something like that. But if you're going to be outside this weekend, you are looking at a prime weekend. It's going to be beautiful. There's your severe threat for today off to the east. And our rain totals for the next week, nothing. I really don't see anything. Nothing in there, but we are going to see those flooding issues. Rain chances Monday and Thursday, very low. Don't plan on rain. It's probably not going to happen. And then temperatures stay really nice here. Look at these overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. That means it's not going to be humid. These last couple of days, we had lows in the mid-70s, and it's too early for that stuff. Looks like we will warm things up after about April 14th, and we'll see those temperatures probably up into the 80s, but it's, again, not looking like we're going to have a big heat wave here, and then we get away from the very, very dry stuff. I think we'll start to see at least some chance for rain return to the forecast area. And we don't want to go and just see it dry out for a couple of months down here, because then you head into the summer and then you get some bad news there, because that is going to with the temperatures coming up into the 90s, everything dries out a lot quicker. The good news is we don't see a ton upstream over the next 2 weeks, so hopefully this is a one and done. This one big event was enough to cause major flooding problems, and what's going to happen is these rivers are going to rise pretty quickly. The Mississippi, about 17 to 20 feet is what we're going to look for on the rise there, so that's going to happen over the span of about 7 to 10 days, and then that water kind of backflows into those areas that get fed by the Mississippi. So if you are in those areas, you know it. It's like, Spring Bayou, Bayou, Saline, Larto, around the Black River, those places could get kind of nasty here, but fortunately, not more rain upstream. Yes, nice temps. 4¼ inches of rain. Yeah, it does not surprise me. We had quite a soaker there, and we could use some dry weather now. So never want too much of a good thing, but I'm glad to see at least a week of this headed our way. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at the regular time. Have a great rest of your Sunday.